Hello, we meet again at Follow the Best channel. In this video just only educational purposes between Christians and Muslims. And this time Mr. Ahmad ExMuslim will give many Muslims educations the truth about Jesus Christ. Now, let's look at what Muslims said to Ahmad ExMuslim so we can learn the truth from them. So enjoy watching video. Please share, comment and subscribe this channel. God bless you.
سلام ومتعة برادة.
سلام وبركة حبيبي. Let me tell you this short story, brother حبيبي قلبي. You will understand me.
Yes, sir. What up, Rob?
So,
God
محمد
bless.
حبيبي روب, God bless you حبيبي الغالي.
حبيبي اشتقنا لك يا ديفيد. God bless you.
حبيبي أخوي الغالي. لا أنا الشيخ أحمد صلى الله عليه وسلم دائما موجود, بس أنت اللي
الشيخ
اشتقنا لك.
أحمد صلى
Peace be
الله
upon you.
عليه وسلم.
خليني أجاوبه لأخي قلبي على هذا السؤال الحلو.
تمام حبيبي تفضل.
وأنت بتضيف إضافاتك السحرية كمان, يعني لا تنسى, جهز لي حالك.
تفضل حبيبي.
حبيبي أخوي الغالي. Yes. So, if we go back to the biography of Muhammad from the beginning, Muhammad, he used to be orphan. He's an orphan, no neighbors, nobody gave him allegiance, and he is always hungry, nothing. So he living in that area between Abunion and the Christian and Jewish and Sabians. He living that area. He knows what's going on there. And after his uncle take Muhammad with him to the Syria, to Damascus, so he knows on the way, he knows what we call Rahib Buhaira, and he understands what's going on there about the religion. So when he grew up, he married Khadija.
Right.
He married Khadija. Khadija, she used to be cousin of pastor, Abunion pastor, Waraq bin Nawfal. Waraq bin Nawfal used to be pagan, and he left his old religion. Like me, I left Islam, I become Christian, same as me. He left his pagan or original religion, and he become Abunion, and he be pastor in Arab Palancia. Waraq bin Nawfal. He understanding Hebrew and Aramaic and Arabic. He's speaking 3 languages. So the problem still not here. He understanding the religion there. And he married Khadija 13 years. He didn't do dingy with other women. He always with one woman, respect his woman. He didn't show up anything like trading, analyzing, blah, 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 all those. But the most important and dangerous thing, during Muhammad time, there is 3 prophets. 3 prophets claim to be prophet. We have Sutayh, we have Rabi'ah, we have Muslim ibn Habib. Muhammad, he called him Musaylam al-Kadhab. He insulted him. Why? Because Muhammad stole more than 15 surah from him. And Muslim ibn Habib, he claimed to worshipping Ar-Rahman, most merciful. And the Arab pagan knowing who is Ar-Rahman, Muslim ibn Habib. So when Muhammad came to tell him come to worship Ar-Rahman, they kick him out. Are you coming to ask us to worshipping Rahmanul Yamama? Which means Muhammad, he copy-paste 15 chapters from Muslim ibn Habib and analyzed them. So why I'm saying this? Because Muhammad, he stole those from him. And he used to be believed what we call like united gods. United gods. And he used to be attacking, touching, not attacking, touching, which means talking, understanding, sitting with Waraq bin Nawfal. Waraq bin Nawfal used to be believed Jesus father, mother. Used to be believed, union. Used to be believed, Mary, she is God too. For that, he copied from there, from Waraq bin Nawfal, not from Christian. So at that time, during Muhammad time, the Kaaba, do you know the Kaaba today in Saudi Arabia? Black stone box, used to be Aramaic Christian, Aramaic church.
No way.
I prove it in Arabic language. I can prove it in English too.
I believe, brother. Let me just ask you a quick question, not to take you off track, but you said something that intrigued me just a moment ago, in regards to, you know, what was it? Not the United Gods part, but that they believe Mary was a god. Who?
Yes.
Because
Waraq bin Nawfal, he proved it to Muhammad. He's a prophet. He told him, you are a prophet.
So is that where he got Surah 5:116 from?
That in Sahih al-Bukhari, chapter 1, hadith number 3.
Yo, you gotta send me that material, please. I want to study that. That's crazy.
If you open it now, Sahih al-Bukhari.
Yeah, definitely.
Go to the Revelation, chapter 1.
Yes, sir. You got it. Wow.
Hadith number 3.
Oh, yeah. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I apologize. Where do you want me to go?
You can read it. Waraq bin Nawfal, he used to be translate the Bible from Hebrew to Arabic.
Oh no, but we're in the Sunnah.
Okay. Did you enter to Sahih al-Bukhari? Let me show you here how to find it.
I'm in Sunnah.com.
Okay, go to. Okay, let me pull it up from here. Sasha, are you talking here or?
Yeah, not just used to translate. He translate like God wanted to be translated.
Look here, brother. This is sunnah.com, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go to Sahih al-Bukhari like that. Open it.
Yeah, I'm there.
First chapter, Revelation.
I'm there.
Click on it. Revelation. Okay. Go to hadith number 3.
Okay, you want me to read it?
Yes.
All right. Wow, this is long. Okay.
But it's long. Let me tell you from where read it. Or go ahead. No problem.
Okay. I don't mind. The commencement of the divine inspiration to Allah's messenger was in the form of good dreams which came true like bright daylight, and then the love of seclusion was bestowed upon him. He used to go in seclusion in the cave of Hira, where he used to worship Allah alone continuously for many days before his desire to see his family. He used to take with him the journey food for the stay and then come back to his wife Khadijah to take his food likewise again, till suddenly the truth descended upon him while he was in the cave of Hira. Let me just blow this up a little bit, zoom in a little bit. I'm getting old. Okay. And then it says, the angel came to him and asked him to read. The prophet replied, I do not know how to read. The prophet added, the angel caught me forcefully and pressed me so hard that I could not bear it anymore. He then released me and again asked me to read. And I replied, I do not know how to read. Thereupon he caught me again and pressed me a second time till I could not bear it anymore. He then released me and again asked me to read. But again I replied, I do not know how to read. Or what shall I read? Or what shall I read? Thereupon he caught me for the third time and pressed me, squeak, and then released me and said, read in the name of your Lord, who has created all that exists, created man from a clot, read, and your Lord is the most generous. Then Allah's messenger returned with the inspiration and with his heart beating severely. So he's terrified, he's scared. Then he went to Khadijah bint Khawalid and said, cover me, cover me. They covered him till his fear.
Albi, Habibi.
Yeah.
God bless you. Sorry to interrupt. David Habibi, can I ask you quickly exactly what Albi is reading now, David? Are you there?
Yeah, he reading from Sahih al-Bukhari, Revelation,
Now what?
hadith number 3. But
Yeah.
I'm answering
What?
his question because before you came, brother, God bless you. He asked me question.
No. I know, David. I heard it all. What I want to cut in and ask you this: what he read up to now, when Muhammad went home and he said, "Cover me, cover me." Now, between when Muhammad left the cave and he went home and said, "Cover me," do you have any information what happened?
He said, I have information. Yes, I have information.
What I have found, David, yesterday, I have found that after he left the cave, Muhammad said, "And I was gazing up to the sky, and I saw the same angel that I encountered earlier in the cave of Hira, and he was sitting on a chair between heaven and earth, and his name was Jibril."
And then he's saying that, brother, Revelation, Habibi.
Yeah.
That is after maybe 15 years.
Well, he does say,
Habibi, Revelation.
The reason why I'm asking,
yes.
Yeah, but I just want to be clear, David. I just want to ask you so I know. Because over there he says, wrap me up. Exactly what he said, cover me.
When he saw Jibreel between earth and heaven on a chair, at that time when he married Aisha.
It was much later. In other words.
When he married Aisha. Now we're talking before 13 years.
So why did he say, wrap me up? Then
it doesn't matter, bro. Let me tell you something. Jibreel, he is a Roman guy, white guy, blue eye. He is blonde. He used to be came to him in his room and knocking his door, locking the door. Nobody allowed to knock his door till he finished. 3 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. What he did together, we don't know. So this is different story, Habibi. But we're talking about because I have read and studied the biography of Muhammad from 5 books. I connect everything together, right? So now we are still in the beginning of Revelation.
Brother Ahmed, can I add something quickly?
I just thought I thought that was part of the story, David. That's all I wanted to know if he was or not.
Revelation, God bless you. But
Rob
I want
Habibi.
to add something very quickly, and I will.
Go ahead, brother. I think
what happened?
I think someone called him. Okay, so
Rob, are you looking for a verse in the Bible?
No, Rob, he will added one point about this Revelation story. So let me tell you, brother, because the brother Revelation he asked me for you continue reading. So Muhammad, he saw the devils. He saw the devils, and he scared too much, almost died. He came to his wife. From biography, Sir al-Halabiyya, we can read it that. I can show it from physical book. But let the brother Albi continue, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, absolutely, David. My apologies. I just wanted to know if that was part of the same story. That was all.
Yeah, no problem. God bless you, Habibi.
All right. So then Allah's messenger returned with the inspiration and with his heart beating severely. That he went to Khadija bint Khawalid, beating severe Khawalid, and said, "Cover me, cover me." So in other words, hold me, like a little,
I'll be just a second, brother Albi. Sorry, guys,
problem,
I disconnected for some reason, but I want to say something, and I will mute. When Muhammad said, "Cover me," if you go to the biographies, which brother David already mentioned, Muhammad said, "Zammiluni, zammiluni, faqad lamasani jinn." A jinn, a devil, a demon touched me. That's what Muhammad said.
No way, yeah?
Yes.
حبيبي روب بلا ما يسجلوا عليك. بلا ما يسجلوا عليك حبيبي. هو قال تخوفت. هو ما قال لمسني، هو قال تخوفت. scared. عشان ما يسجلوه عليك حبيبي.
بس حبيبي ديفيد مو
اوكي انا هلا بفرجيك اياه. شوف
حكى عليها
بفرجيك اياه من السيره الحلبيه. بفرجيك اياه من السيره الحلبيه. هو خاف انه يكون اتاه جنون.
ايوه
خفت ان يكون بي جنون. وبروايه اخرى قال خفت على نفسي من الشيطان.
ايوه.
So one biography he said I scared to be this from devil. And the other biography he said I scared to be jinn. A lot of jinn came to me. Yes.
يعني ما قال بالسيرة ابدا.
لا ما
قال. زكريا بطرس خطأ.
بعدين شوف انا ما يعني انت بتخليني اقول كلام انا ما
اوكي فهمت عليك تمام.
فانا اللي قراته ما بيكون ابونا زكريا بطرس ارى في غير مكان شغلات اكثر لانه هو متعمق اكثر مني. اوكي حبيبي روب.
ايوه.
yes God bless you. yes Muhammad he is not sure who is came to him and I will connect it to, with you after you finish this hadith. I will show you حبيبي
brother.
I will show you something.
I just want to ask a question quickly.
I will show you something dangerous. Before Muhammad being born, I will show you Muhammad before he born. When he was in mother belly, the devil appeared to his mother. An image of angel. The Bible says that the devil can come an image of angel.
2 Corinthians.
Yes.
2 Corinthians 11, 13 and 15, yes.
I will show you now from here, after you finish this hadith. The devil appeared to his mother. Let me ask you this question, brother Albi and or brother and sister.
Yes.
Do you believe, or the Bible, or any book from Old Testament, tell me the angel came to the pagan to guide him, to give him good news to the pagan?
No.
The angel never came to the pagan to give him good news. Never. The God never chose pagan. Right? So mother of Muhammad, she used to be pagan, worshipping a statue. And she be pregnant from who we don't know. We don't know who's father of Muhammad. So she pregnant. She claimed angel came to her and gave her good news, like he copied the Jesus story. He came. She said, he came to me, gave me good news, you will burn the best of creation.
Yeah.
And when she gave it birth, the scholar said in authentic hadith, light coming out from her VGG, light. This light reached to Damascus, to the Busra, to the Batra, from Saudi Arabia.
Yes. Out of the private part, guys, listen carefully. Out of the private part of Amina, a laser beam, like Star Wars, came out of the private part of the mother of Muhammad, and it blinded all the people all the way to Damascus, Syria.
But still the danger is not here. The danger is not here. The dangerous were when Muhammad used to have 2 years old, 3 years old. When he was 3 years old, second brother, God bless you, 2-3 years old. But I didn't forget the sentence because I'm trying to because I have a lot of information to share with you. But I'm trying, to memorize, to connect everything together. When some brother cut me off, cut everything, break everything down, I have to build it again, right? God bless you. So when Muhammad, look, if Muhammad, he is the son of his mother from legally marriage, at least she has to take care of them, right? So now my wife, she gave it birth. wow, she's scared on baby better than me, more than me. She's scared on baby. Take care of baby, breastfeed him, clean him, take care of him. But why mother of Muhammad didn't take care of Muhammad? She's scared. Why? Because the jinn appeared inside Muhammad, the devil. She's scared of Muhammad. She kicked him out. She gave it to who? First of all, to his uncle. His uncle raised him. And his uncle found a lady to breastfeed Muhammad when he was baby. The lady, she's named Halima Saadiya. She took it Muhammad with her. He was 2-3 years old. Took it Muhammad with her to leave because she wanna breastfeed him. She living another town. She can't stay there. She took it Muhammad with her. One day, Muhammad playing with her kids and somewhere and let's say in Desire or somewhere in Valencia. Muhammad playing with the kids, and the kids of Halima came scared, running, scared. What's going on? Muhammad died. Muhammad died. They're thinking Muhammad died. So when Halima and her husband came to check up what's happening to these kids, Muhammad, shocking. They're seeing Muhammad on the ground, like someone bewitched, under black magic.
Yeah.
Scaring. Yes, scaring. Said, let's bring him back to his relative before they're saying we do anything with this baby. Charge us or killing my kids in front of this, because they're thinking we do something with the kids. Let's bring it back to his family. So when Halima, she has almost first day ticket Muhammad. At least she has to waiting to next week to bring it Muhammad as a visitor to see his mother. First day she bring it back. When Halima came back from far, mother of Muhammad, Amina, came to her. She said, why you bring it Muhammad back early? Did you scared of him from devil? Listen carefully. أتخوفت عليه الشيطان? Did you scared of him from devil? So how did Mother Muhammad knows the devil came to the Muhammad?
Yeah, because
Why?
he came to her first.
Because from the beginning, Muhammad, the devil inside him, he bewitched when he was baby. See? For that, in a cave, when came to him, scared him. He knows. He not thinking 1% can angel came to him. He never think 1% can angel came to him. He is sure the devil came to him in a cave. For that, in biography, said Muhammad is scared who came to him from devil. Muhammad from his tongue he said, he's scared who came to him in a cave from devil. Why? What's the story of the cave? Do you know what the story of the cave? The story of the cave, the Arab pagan, what we call now priest, we called in Christianity priest, or we called in Islam sheikh, scholar. Only the scholar, every year, one time during Ramadan time, going to worshipping on pagan god inside the cave. One of them, Muhammad uncle, who raised Muhammad, Abu Talib, and Abdul Muttalib, his grandfather. So it used to be the Arab pagan, according on religion, statue worshippers, used to be visiting cave one time in a year during Ramadan time and staying in a cave 1 month and their family used to be bring food and water for him to cave. Got it, brother?
Yeah.
So Muhammad, he used to be following his relative religion, pagan. For that, he went to the cave. And he has experience with the devil when he was child. He has experience. So for that, he is not sure. Angel came to him. For that, he's shocked. He's scared. He ran. And he said literally, he said, I scared that came to me from the devil. Who told him, no, not from devil? His wife. She tried to make him leader on the Arab in Valencia, for control the Valencia, because she is businesswoman. She is businesswoman. Now we knows in 2023, the companies, the businessman controlling the countries, right? So she used to be thinking to create Muhammad as a prophet to control the Arab Valencia. For that she told him, no Habibi, no my nephew, no my cousin, no. You are a good person. This came to you. He's an angel. So did Khadija knows the angel? Khadija, she is a prophet? She tastes the angels? The angel came to her? No. How did she knows that guy came to the Muhammad, scared Muhammad, tried to kill Muhammad, he's an angel? It doesn't make any sense. She's not a prophet.
Brother,
Right? And she's not a Christian. She's a pagan too.
Brother David, before you continue, Habibi, I just want to add,
Wow.
the family of Muhammad, the pagans before Islam, the family of Muhammad, including the grandfather of Muhammad, you can find this information that Brother David mentioned. He's not lying. According to the Muslims in the chat, if you go to the book of Ibn al-Jawzi, Kitab al-Muntazim fi Tarikh al-Muluk, if you go there,
المنتظر في تاريخ الملوك والأمم لابن الجوزي. Yes.
أيوة. Volume 2, page 209, you can find this information that the grandfather of Muhammad, together with the Quraysh, they used to go inside Cave Hira during the month of Ramadan. So Muhammad simply followed what his family were doing. Did you catch it?
Yes, I said this point. Habibi. I said this point. So if you continue reading the hadith, brother, you can see why we mentioned this hadith. Because you asked me a question from the beginning, right, Brother Alvi?
Yes, sir.
About Ahad, you gave me example about Ahad in Hebrew, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for that, I gave it you this hadith, and this hadith, he proved to you, Waraqa bin Nawfal, he become Abyonian, heresy Christian, right? He has knowledge about, he's speaking Aramaic and Hebrew. He used to be translate the gospel from Hebrew to Arabic language from this hadith. So which gospel? He used to be translate Thomas gospel, heresy gospels, not the authentic gospels, four gospels. No. You got it?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yes. First point. This first point. Second point. I have it, all the books, in the books. I can prove it. If anyone is speaking Arabic language, I can prove it. Anything I said from physical book, I can prove it. No problem for me. I have all the books of history. Right? So, Muhammad, after he told Khadija, he came back to his wife. From Sirat Nabawiyya Ibn Hisham biography, give you the good story. he came to his wife, and he told her the story, and he told her he's scared. She told him, my cousin Habibi, when your friend, which means he mentioned it to that guy, he came to Muhammad in a cave. He told him, when your friend came to you, let me know. He said yes. Look the test now, you will laugh. How Khadija tests that to know that angel or devil. Look, imagine now. One day Muhammad, he came to his wife. He told her, my cousin Habibi, my cousin, he came. She told him, don't worry Habibi. Come sit on my right thigh. Muhammad, he sat on her right thigh. She asked Muhammad, did you see him? He said, yes, he's here. She said, no problem. Jump to other thigh. He jumped to other leg, sit on other leg on her. She asked him again, did you see him? He said, yes, he's here. She said, no problem, Habibi. فتحسرت Khadija, which means تحسرت in لغة العربية, in Arabic language. She took off her clothes from the top, be naked, and took off her hijab, so all the breast be out. She asked Muhammad, Habibi, come to my lab. He came to her lab. Did you see him? He said, no, he gone. He said, Allahu Akbar, congratulations, Habibi, he is angel. Why he is angel? Because he feels shy when he see Khadija breast. He feels shy.
So the angel was shy. The angel was shy.
Yes.
Gotcha.
He shy from Khadija breast. If anyone said that is wrong, tell me, I will prove it now. I have Sirah Nabawiyya ibn Hisham. I can prove it literally from Sirah Nabawiyya. Look, how Muhammad become a prophet? On his wife lap. But wait a minute. Muhammad said, if you wanna accept anything, you have to bring 4 witnesses. And those 4 witnesses should be 4 men. Or, if you don't have 4 men, 2 women equal 2 women like 1 man. Right. So now, 1 woman created the religion. 1 woman created everything, created Allah, created Muhammad as a prophet, created Quran, created hellfire, and created heaven and Jannah dingy. 1 woman.
Yani, Islam is created on a lap dance and a striptease.
Las Vegas.
Half a striptease.
Islam was being created in Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas.
So that's the beginning of the story of Muhammad.
Wow.
Now, when a brother Muslim on a text, he said, no, sorry, he's a Christian. He said, no, the Kaaba used to be pagan. I told him, Habibi, go read the history of Mecca. History of Mecca, you have 2 books. Fakihi and Al-Azraqi. Fakihi and Al-Azraqi, the history of Mecca. And when you finish, go to the Al-Mifsal fi Tarikh from Jawad Ali, the history of Arab from Jawad Ali. When you finish, come back to the book of Kitab al-Asnam Qabla al-Islam, or Kitab al-Asnam from Ibn al-Kalbi. Go read it. When you finish it, come back to me. I will give you couple hadith in Sunnah and couple hadith story in Sirah. But from your side, don't say no, it used to be pagan, because the real Kaaba, the main Kaaba, used to be in Batra, not in Saudi Arabia. The main Kaaba in Batra, not in Saudi Arabia. The proof where? The proof, brother Albi. When the Arab, they claim destroyed the Kaaba for renew with the Kaaba. That doesn't make any sense. How can you destroy something to renew it? It doesn't make any sense. If you want to do a renovation, Do renovation without destroy it. It's not 15 level. It's a one level Kaaba. It's not. It's a one room. Don't need it to destroy it. Just to prepare it, right? So they said they destroyed the Kaaba to renew the Kaaba. So, but the problem not here. The problem after came to renew the Kaaba. They found it Aramaic book under the Kaaba. Aramaic book. Which book? Aramaic book at that time? Bible. Bible. What the Bible doing under the Kaaba?
Right, it must have been the church, the Aramaic church.
First point. Second point. The house of Ibn Abbas. Where? Who can tell me where destination of house Ibn Abbas? The house Ibn Abbas destination beside church. In Mecca. So house of Ibn Abbas, the history book tell me beside the Kaaba. House Ibn Abbas, cousin of Muhammad, they said beside the Kaaba. And the other book said beside Ibn Abbas house is a church. Do you saying the church beside Kaaba? It doesn't make sense. First point. Second point. Third point, sorry. So now we are as a Christian and we read the Bible, right? In the Bible, when Jesus made a miracle, first miracle made it on wine, right?
Correct.
Cool. So there we have a place. We have already place for making wine, right?
Correct.
Cool. So Ibn Abbas he said, his house, beside his house, there is a room. There is a room beside his house. This room making alcohol, not alcohol, wine, nabiz we called. For what? So we are as a Christian, Sunday day, we take a bread and the blood, right? So that liquid make it beside Ibn Abbas house too. So all the stories mention it 100%. This Kaaba used to be before used to be church. Why? When the worshipping of statues came to the Arab Peninsula during Zayd ibn Amr ibn Luhi. Zayd ibn Amr ibn Luhi, he used to be visiting Damascus. He bring moon god Hubal and Baal statue from there to Arab Peninsula. He bring it from Damascus, not from the beginning in Arab Peninsula. So which means, let's say Zayd ibn Amr ibn Luhay, when he bring the statue from Damascus, okay, let's say before the grandfather of Muhammad 100 years. Let's say before 100 years. Let's say before 200 years, right? So the Christianity before 700 years. So this place of who? Church. Now let's go to the Quran to prove it for you. Mecca, Kaaba not there, not in Saudi Arabia. I will prove it for you. Kaaba from Quran used to be beside Sina and Batra and Sodom Amora. Why? Because in Quran what he said, Allah, he's speaking with Quraysh. He said, وَإِنَّكُمْ لَتَمُرُّونَ عَلَيْهَا مُصْبِحِينَ or مُصْبِحُونَ في قراءة أخرى. What that mean? Allah, he gave a miracle sign. Example, he is a creator, he knows all knowing. He talked with the Arab. He told him, you will see him, visit him morning and afternoon. To who? To those two cities that God destroyed him. Used to be like LGBT, you got the Lut, you got it? Those two cities. I don't know what we called him in English. In Arabic, Sodom or Amora.
Yeah, Sodom and Gomorrah and their
Cool.
neighboring cities.
So
Yeah.
Allah, He spoke with the Quraysh. You will visit him, see him, morning and afternoon. Now I will ask you a question. How many kilometers Mecca far away from Sodom and Gomorrah? At least 1,000 kilometers, right? At least between Mecca and Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, that's
At least, right?
right.
Let's say 1,000 kilometers. Did the people of Quraysh, each one have an airplane, helicopter, to visit Sodom and Gomorrah morning and afternoon?
No, they're a unicorn.
So which means if the Kaaba in Mecca, the real Kaaba in Mecca, so if they will visit Sodom and Gomorrah, at least needed 3 months, 2 months on a donkey.
Yeah.
Right? But Allah, what He said, morning and afternoon. Which means, and we have in a historical, we read it in history of area, Jordan, there is Kaaba in Batra. In Batra, Kaaba. And if we read Quran, Allah swear by the olives and oil. In Saudi Arabia, there is no olives and oil.
No, there isn't, yeah.
Olives and oil where? In Batra. And the story of Maryam, Allah He told her, هزي إليك بجذع النخلة يتساقط إليك رطب شهية. So which means, and she used to be living in area has a lot of trees, fruit. So Saudi Arabia desire, Mecca desire, Sahara Qahila, there is nothing there. All the proof in Quran and Sunnah and history prove it. The real Mecca in Batra. For example, give me example about Ibrahim. Ibrahim, when the people saying, Zamzam, where is Zamzam? Zamzam, Sasha, where are you? Come, Sasha. Sasha, he knows Hebrew. Come, Sasha. Zam, where? Batra. In Sina, sorry. So all the proof there. All the proof there. Not Saudi Arabia. Prophet Paul, peace and a blessing be upon him, when he went to the Arabia, there is no black stone. He preaching there the gospel. There is Assyrian living there. There is Aramaic living there. Christian. There is Arab becoming Christian there.
Hear an echo.
Yes, Sasha has a problem, Sasha.
Yeah, so I did
yes.
I did want to mention one thing that I found real interesting in everything that we said, that Muhammad met this so-called angel in a cave, right? In a cave. It's interesting because the Bible describes demons always hiding in dark places, in tombs, in caves, in wilderness where there's no water in order to replenish it.
Boom, boom, boom.
What I pulled up is Mark chapter 5 with Legion. In Mark chapter 5, it says, verse 1, then they came to the other side of the sea, into the region of Gerasenes. And when he got out of the boat, immediately a man from the tombs, from the caves, with an unclean spirit met him, who had his dwelling among the tombs, and no one was able to bind him anymore, because this spirit was able to overtake him and possess him, squeeze him, and do whatever it takes, right? Because he had often been bound with shackles. So often this man was bound with shackles and chains, and the chains had been torn apart by him, and the shackles broken in pieces, and no one was strong enough to subdue him. And constantly, night and day, among the tombs and in the mountains, he was crying out and gashing himself with stones. So he would hit himself with stones, abuse himself, right? And now look at this, verse 6. And seeing Jesus from a distance, he ran and worshipped him. So he ran and worshipped him. This is actually quite amazing, right? Notice that the demon worships him, and he cried out with a loud voice, "What do I have to do with you, Jesus, Son of the Most High God?" Now, here is where the Greek would do us much good. Here's what it says literally in the Greek. It's amazing, okay? Sorry, I don't want to get into this detail, but just a little bit of Bible. It says, and he cried out with a loud voice and said, "What do I have to do with you, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? I beg you," right? "Or I swear to you, the God, that you do not torment me." Did you hear what the Legion just called Jesus? He said, "I swear to you, the God." He called Jesus the God. You, the God. He called Jesus.
Brother Sasha, you
So
have a problem.
why this is not put?
So the word for God here, it's used in the accusative, which would be theon, which would entail a definite article there. However, our English translations do us no justice here. Same thing in Matthew 1:23, where the name Emmanuel is translated God with us. No, it's not God with us. It's hos theos, the God with us in the Greek. The God with us. Here, 3 points. Number one, this demon, Legion, he's in Gentile territory. So the demons in Gentile territory would recognize Jesus as the Son of the Most High God. In Mark 1:24, demons inside of Israel would recognize him as the Holy One of God or the Holy One of Israel. Number two, how did this demon recognize Jesus? He's never seen him before. He's in Gentile territory. How did this demon know who he was? And he recognized him as the Son of the Most High God by bimodalism. How did he recognize him? Because
The light in him? I don't know. The light?
Because,
I need the revelation.
Because the glory that's intrinsic to him, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Beautiful,
the light,
brother.
yes.
Beautiful. Amen. Because he's seen him before. Where? In heaven. So he recognized him because the flesh wrapped the glory, right? So he recognized him. Oh my goodness, that's the Son of the Most High God who is going to one day judge us and torment us. So the Son of the Most High God is the God, but not the Father. Anyways, I just wanted to bring that up. I thought that was very neat, right?
Amen. That's beautiful.
I mean, God bless you. Let me prove it one point, brother, from whatever I said today. For a brother and sister in a humanity, Muslim people, see, we just only not talking, we prove also, right?
Yeah.
So I mentioned it when I mentioned it, Muhammad is not first one used to be going to the cave, and the Arab pagan, the leaders of Arab pagan religion used to be visiting the cave 1 month a year during Ramadan time, right? And his grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, used to be one of them. Now look here. Aleppo biography, we call Asir al-Halabiya. Look here, brother. Aleppo biography, Sirat al-Amin wal-Ma'mun Insan al-Ayun, from Nuruddin al-Halabi. I have a physical book, part 1, page 339. Now, chain of narration here on the authority of Ubayd bin Umair, peace be behind him, the messenger of Allah used to spend a month in Hira every year, and that was something that the Quraysh, what is this? Practice it, right?
Right.
The Quraysh practice it. Pre-Jewry during the pre-Islamic area, meaning those who eliminated among them. That is the first one of Quraysh to perjure themselves, and it was his grandfather. So his grandfather is a pagan, worshipping a statue. He worshipping Lat, Hubal, Baal, Uzza, right? So grandfather, what he doing in Cave Hira, worshipping who in Cave Hira? You can understand it, right? Let's continue. Peace be behind him. Abdul Muttalib as Ibn al-Athir. This is the author, biggest author of history in Arab area. Said the first person to perjure themselves in Hira was Abdul Muttalib. When, look brother now, here's dangerous. The month of what?
Ramadan began.
Boom. The
So the
month of
Ramadan.
Ramadan,
Wow.
he would go up to Hira and feed the poor. So people, Muslim today in Ramadan, what they doing? Feed the poor too, Ramadan, right? Then he was followed in that way by those who used to what? Defy him? That is, he would worship like Waraqa bin Nawfal. Boom. And
Oh.
Abu Umayyah ibn al-Mughayra. Boom. And the other, peace and the blessing be upon me, not Muhammad, referred to his worship. By saying 1,000 rituals worshipped and solitude as a child, and so are the noble ones, and guidance come to the heart. So they were, when worshipping their own God pagan, the guidance also came to the heart. Yes. So if you go read it, if you tell me, brother, it's long story. If you tell me anywhere, I can send it to you. This is an Arabic language, but you can use Google Translate to translate it for you. See, this is in Arabic, and I can take a screenshot from Arabic book. There you go, Cyril and Al-Halabiyya. This is the book. I have it. I can take screenshot for you from physical book and use Google Translate to translate the page for you also if you want. So Muhammad, he copy paste. And I have one dangerous thing to prove it for you. All of you now, you will shocked. All of you will shocked now. For that, and the still Muslim ask me, why you left Islam? Why you become a Christian? Man, I don't want to worship that. Come on.
Is there any Muslim that wants to come up, by the way?
Al-Maktaba. Let me show you this dangerous hadith from Muhammad Tank.
Is there any Muslim that wants to come up by any chance?
Yeah, here, evolution. Now we will take evolution. But evolution, he's like Qur'ani. He didn't believe in hadith like that.
So Ramadan, David, while you look, Ramadan, Ramadan existed before Islam then?
Yeah, it's pagan.
So it wasn't, okay, so why they still hold Ramadan if it was pre-Islamic period then?
Bro, everything Islam, in Islam today, copy paste from pagan.
Wow, I didn't know about Ramadan, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Look this book, brother. Dangerous book. It's not only from Islam. Dangerous. Look what it is. The book of what?
Idols.
From Ibn al-Kalbi. Page 19. Now we go to here. We will see Muhammad what he said. We have learned that the messenger of Allah. Who is the messenger of Allah? Peace be behind him. Muhammad. Right? Grant him peace. Mention it. Look Muhammad what he said. Mention it one day and said, I give Al-Uzza, young sheep, as a gift and I follow a religion of my people. So Muhammad, he sacrificed white sheep when he was in his relative religion, 40 years. And I made one topic, you can see it on my YouTube channel with the sources, I prove it. Muhammad not just only sacrificed animal to the Uzza, which means now today we call him Allahu Akbar. Uzza is Allahu Akbar. Muhammad not only sacrificed animal for him, no. He also eated from this meat. And one day, let me give you this story, you will laugh now. One day Muhammad, after he sacrificed animal with his Zayd, with his friend, Zayd. He is, I called Zayd Muhammad boyfriend. Ahmad, I called Zayd his Muhammad boyfriend. But
can I ask you just a quick question? Sorry to interrupt. Yeah. When he sacrificed that animal and he ate of it, did he eat the fat as well?
He ate what?
Did he eat the fat of the animal?
Does
it say, you know, what? the fat?
I didn't got it fat.
Okay, no, never mind.
The fat, David. Okay. So you have the meat and the fat around the meat.
Bone?
No, not the bone. You got the bone.
Yeah, everything. Complete. Without bonus.
The reason why I'm asking is because the fat is left always only for God, that the person's not supposed to consume it. This is why Eli and his two children who were priests ended up dying because they would take the fat of the animal and eat of it, which was only supposed to be left for God. But yeah, okay, go ahead.
Okay, brother, let me tell you something about Muhammad. I told you from the beginning. Muhammad, he's homeless. He's homeless. If you give him a leg of a bird, he will eat it. And Aisha swears by Allah, we didn't fulfill the food of date only when we open it Khaybar, when we destroy Khaybar. So always Muhammad is homeless.
Do you find it interesting that a little Jewish woman, a little Jewish maiden woman, gave birth to a lamb, Jesus, who is going to be condemning Muhammad for an eternity, right, as his judge? The same thing, a little Jewish maiden woman who's a slave of Muhammad gave Muhammad a lamb and fed him a lamb that was poisonous that also condemned him to death. Both lambs given by a Jewish woman are condemning Muhammad to death. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. I will show you now one hadith. Crazy. Authentic hadith. Authentic. From Sunnah. Let me tell you. One day, Muhammad, at that time, he didn't said he's a prophet. There before meeting with the Khadija, before claimed to be prophet, still on his relative religion, pagan religion. And he sacrificed the animal for Uzza, right? One day, because all his friend is a pagan too. For example, that guy, one guy, he worshipping Allah, the other guy, he worshipping Haba, the other guy, he worshipping Al-Gharaniq, the other guy, he worshipping Hubal. So their friend, each one, he worshipping one god, statue. So Muhammad one day, he made the food from this meat with his friend, Zayd, sitting and eating on the table, sitting and eating the food. So Zayd ibn Amr ibn Nufail, he is a pagan. He has own god, own statue. He came beside Muhammad. He walking. He want to go to his home. He found Muhammad and Zayd eating barbecue from that animal sacrificed for La Uzza. Muhammad, he told him, come on, bro. Come eat with me. Come on, bro. We're doing barbecue today. Come on, bro. He said, no. I never eat what you sacrificed on your statue. Boom.
On
Let
your
me show you.
statue?
Yeah. He said literally, I never eat. What do you sacrifice on your statue? I eat what we sacrifice under our Allah name. But what? The other pagan worshipping Allah? Yes. Let me show you this.
Wow.
Let me show you this from Sahih al-Bukhari. But in English, flip it. Flip it in English. Come to see. Let me translate this in front of you. The hadith here on Sahih al-Bukhari. Here. I will translate it now. Look here with me. Now this is Sahih al-Bukhari 3826. In sunnah.com, flip it the hadith. But in Arabic still. Okay. The Prophet, peace be behind him, met Zayd ibn Amr bin Nufail at the foot of Baldah, before the revelation was sent down to the Prophet, peace be behind him. So, a trip was presented to the Prophet, peace be behind him. He refused to eat from it. Then Zayd said, I will not eat what you slather on your moments. No, but
Monuments.
Okay. And I do not eat anything except that on which the name of Allah mentioned. So Zayd ibn Amr ibn Nufail, he worshipping statue. And here he said, I do not eat what they not mentioned on Allah's name, which means Allah is a Samad, according chapter 112. And Samad, the Arab used to be worshipping three gods, Samad, Samud, Haba, Bum, according to Tafsir ibn Kathir. So Zayd ibn Amr ibn Nufail refused to eat from same food Muhammad slathered. See what you slather on your
Monument.
So here, yes, and eat anything except that one which the name of Allah mentioned. And Zayd ibn Amr ibn Nufail used to
Criticize, right?
the Quraysh for the sacrifices. And he said the ship was created by Allah and he sent down water for it from the sky and made it grow for her from the earth. Then you slather it in other than the name of Allah. This is glorifying it. From where Abdullah ibn Umar, son of Umar ibn al-Khattab, Sahih al-Bukhari, hadith number 3826. Now if you read this hadith in English, flip it. They will tell you Zayd ibn Amr ibn Nufail sitting eating and Muhammad came to him. Liars. Here Muhammad sitting eat and Zayd ibn Amr ibn Nufail came to him. So everything in English, brother, everything, even Quran, dump it, shred it, everything. So Muhammad also, let me memorize. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Are we going to talk to evolution?
Evolution, brother. Thank you for your patience.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my teacher.
Assalamu ala wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Habibi. How are you doing?